What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Oakland Swimming Notebook. My name is Neil Rule, the voice of the Golden Grizzlies. Happy to have you all with us. And we're in the presence of greatness here. There's no question about it. If you look up on the record board at the Oakland pool, you see these names a lot. Susan LaGrand with us, Emily Aycock as well. And guys, certainly happy to have you as we get ready to roll. I mean, this was a long, winding road for you guys. And Susan, I wanted to talk, to start with you and have a discussion. Last year, you were as good as it gets. The resume says so. And you look at the awards that you won, you had 39 top 5 finishes. And my question to you, Susan, is how do you stay hungry? What motivates you to keep going?
Yeah, absolutely. I think from a young age, I've always just you get to one spot and it's what's the next thing, right? So for me, last year was, like you said, phenomenal. I really could not have dreamed of what came out of that season. It was amazing. And, to do it with the team that we have was just incredible. Like the women won all but one swimming event. So, especially with the pandemic, it was a little bit challenging to keep that hunger and to stay motivated. But you look at the future and my goals, they don't stop here, so eventually it's trying to reach that national stage, like the NCAA meet and everything like that. And, practicing with people like Emily makes it that much easier. Even just yesterday, we were doing a set where we were going head to head the whole time, racing each other, but it was fun to do so.
No, but Emily, my question to you was, coming in here as a high school All-American and coming to the Division I level, and your freshman year, you were awarded as well, Horizon League, freshman swimmer of the year and everything that you did. As you got into your first year of competing at the Division I level, you came in at a high level and you delivered at a high level. How were you able to do that?
I feel like coming in, I didn't have any idea kind of what to expect. My other sister went to a Big Ten school. I was able to watch her do college swimming experiences. And she just kind of was like, just go with the flow, see how you do, and just know you're capable. So I just kind of took that advice to heart and just went for it. And I couldn't believe the outcome of last year. I also had the great teammates here to help me, like Susan and my roommate, and it was just amazing.
Going back to you, Susan, you look as you guys get ready for this year, and we all know the expectations with the Oakland swimming program. They've won every championship ever since the 1500s. I forget exactly what the stat is, but in all seriousness, though, Susan, I mean, you guys know the expectations. You know what's expected of you. As this season gets ready to go, where do you think this team is right now?
I think that we are in a better spot than we could have predicted, just with, spotty pool access. Not a lot of people had training over Christmas when we weren't able to practice. But I think the women's team, we're more hungry than ever. It's we almost have something to prove, just like everyone else does in the college swimming sense, because everyone's mostly out for the whole summer. But we're here to show that we're not letting it stop us. We're not defeated. So last year we won almost every event. This year we want to win every event. And we lost some key seniors, but we brought in just as much talent. So I think that just pulling each other up and just, going for the end goal there.
I think that's certainly been proven with this Oakland swimming team. The show goes on, whether whoever leaves, going to the Olympics, wherever they go, the show certainly goes on. Emily, hey, for you, it is a family affair, as you talked about it in your family. Now your sister, Abby, will be here as well this year as a freshman. That's got to make things extra special for you.
It definitely does. We've always been on the same swim team and everything. We probably get annoyed at each other most of the time, but we just kind of go with the flow, kind of like what I said. And then it helps because me and her swim very different events. I swim longer freestyle, and then she's doing the 200 fly, the 200 back and stuff. So that definitely helps with us crossing paths and stuff, but it's definitely a lot of fun to be able to have her on the team.
Our sisters like that. I have 2 boys, one's 13 and one's 11. And right now, they're getting to that stage where they kind of give it to each other all the time and everything's a competition. Does that continue for sisters even going into Division I?
Yes, I can testimony to that. I have 2 other sisters who also swim, and anytime we all kind of have like our set events. So I remember my sister, we swam the 500 together at state, and then I got really mad at her because she beat me. And then the same goes around. Abby swam the 200 fly, and then she beat my other sister, and she got really mad at her. And it's just kind of like we go give it back to each other. So it's a great motivator to be like, no, I'm not going to let you beat me. But at the same time, it's like annoying to have them keep coming back.
You're honest, Emily. So I appreciate that. And finally, Susan, we'll wrap things up with you. What's the ceiling for this team this year? We know what the expectations are, as we said. You want to win every single event. Realistically, what's the ceiling for this team? Is there a ceiling?
I was just going to say that I'm not sure there is one, just because we have so much fresh talent and then so much talent that I think was left untapped, perhaps even last year. Your first year is always kind of like Emily's was amazing, but I think of some other people in her class, like there's a lot of people that maybe didn't have their breakthrough quite yet, but it's still coming. So I think there might be a few surprises in a good way, but that can just strengthen us further. And even the upperclassmen, there's one or two surprises that you just never see coming. So I think with the drive that we have, that there is no ceiling.
Well, absolutely. One thing is for sure, the Oakland Golden Grizzlies swimming program certainly is loaded, as it always is. And we're looking forward to watching you guys compete all season long. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.